What up, chat? How we doing? Miss K, Logan, Bumblebee, Kyle, Jeepers, Rake, my man, Slightly Toasted, Steve, Victoria, Eldred, Logan, how y'all doing? What up, JT? How you doing, brother? Sure, Miss K, sure. I'm good. Slightly Toasted, how you doing, brother? What up, Pete? Morning. Where are you from, Pete? They appeared out of nowhere yesterday. Wait, chilling and dealing with a gnat situation? Oh, good luck, brother. Good luck. Gnats are the worst thing in the world. Waiting along around 29,970s. I kind of want a little bit lower. I did already take a trade today. You guys will see it in a sec when I switch charts. But it was just a little, like, 2-hour trade. Sydney, Australia? Hell yeah. It should be, what, 12 hours difference? Somewhere around there? Let's flip charts real quick. So this is the little trade that I did take on the session so far. I literally just closed when I started stream. What up, Vish, Johnson, Taylor? How y'all doing? I feel like we can trend a little bit lower today. This is just a general area, mainly because of how NQ is reacting, that I'm a little more cautious. Big thing is with the YM weakness as well, what I'm kind of keeping an eye on. I did want a lot farther than this, but I personally just closed out the position for now. What up, Jomo? MU moved for sure, it did. MU ripped the market. You're from Pandora. It's 20. Fish, I can't trust anything you say. Anyways, chat, how'd you guys trade today throughout the New York session? Little green, little red. I saw chats where, like, the streams were absolutely crushing it today. Absolutely crushing it. Well, Logan, sometimes the market loves to abuse you, right? It happens. What up, Kelp? Look green, looking to jump back in. Hell yeah, Johnson. Same. I mean, the market's been on, I wouldn't even say hard mode. Yeah, kind of. I swear, there's been roughly like one trend throughout the middle of the day where you get a consolidation and then continuation. And outside of that, we don't get a whole lot other than like this little aspect here. See, we got decent volatility during the morning. To be honest, I didn't even open charts until like 11:30. Like, I didn't even open them. Because I also woke up with a headache today. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing it. Green 3-hour trade this morning and watched Lamelli stream. Missed that long. Beautiful. You'll catch another one later, Eldred. That's the number one thing, though. Did have to trade New York with last night's Acer session. Pretty cool. You think an NQ down to 877 level? I don't know about 877. And I'll dive into the charts in a second. Also, chat, I know YM hit the stop from stream. I ended up stalking this thing for a while. Did anyone catch any of this momentum on YM? Because, I mean, our main thing was getting that break and continuation over 50. When it finally got it, it made the move, right? There's a light little 600-ish points, let's say, of potential. So YM did the damn thing, exactly what we wanted to. I caught a piece last night and kind of called it there. But I have to make a better trade, but had to scale down to 20% of the size. That's the thing, Logan, a lot of times too. And it's crazy because the dumb trades like you take, and I'm not just talking you, I'm talking rhetorically, is always usually with like max size. If it wasn't for me making 250 off your copy trade, I would have blew my account this morning. Love that for you, Logan. Love that for you. Also, let me remove this. Yeah, this is just a trade that I took before stream started, obviously. And I'm kind of just, my main thesis is I'm interested in us testing 55 and us testing 930s on NQ. But I'm being cautious because I don't know if we're going to fully get there, but I'm definitely open to a potential move down into that. Cash waiting for tonight. Hell yeah, toasted. And the main thesis, obviously, if you look at the last 3-4 candles, this chart is aggressively strong. Main reason I got out of my trade that I was in is because we already swept the prior hourly low. No matter what way we're going to go, we swept that low and started to hold. We don't necessarily know exactly where ESNQ are going to hold for their pivot if they want to go higher. Where if they wanted to go lower, I wanted to see this continue right off of this hourly. Head down here, I wanted to see this support retest. I'm still open to it. I'm not locked into this has to test. And then same thing for NQ. It would just be retesting this prior resistance, now support. Clear as day structure. That would be pretty nice to test. It doesn't have to happen, which is why I went flat. That would be like dream world if we pulled back to there, but like I said, doesn't have to. So now I'm kind of just watching, seeing, is this going to be the area we try to hold if bulls are going to take us to the upside? Or is it going to be more so a consolidation and we continue with YM's relative weakness? What up, AXP? How you doing, brother? I'm going to put swing on QQQ right before market close, thinking it was going to go test 700. Got smoked because of MU. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. When you have MU earnings, MU ripping 15%, pushing Qualcomm up 13%. I haven't even looked at NVIDIA and AMD yet. Where's NVIDIA? Where's NVIDIA? NVIDIA's up 1%. Not even. So NVIDIA is really struggling with this. Oh, dude, hold up. You get NVIDIA. If we don't get a crazy gap higher and the market wants to continue, NVIDIA retesting this prior high, this low right here, holding on the daily, getting back above like 202s, could get me interested in some swings. Could get me a little interested there. Oh, did I mark the opens? I didn't. Oops. I'm slacking. Hang on one sec. I've been shorting gold at the start of almost every single Asia Open, and I've been passing so many evals doing that. Gold sell off. Yeah. Dude, I saw metals got crushed today. I don't know the exact reason behind it, but I would assume it's conflict with the straight again, because that's been what's pushing them down over and over and over. I know silver got destroyed. It was down like 7% last time I saw. Yeah, just absolutely disgusting daily candles. Dude, the problem with gold here, and I got to clean this chart up a lot. The problem with gold is if we can't get back above like 40, 60s, I mean, the next large support is 3,700. It's got very little resistance on the weekly and monthly until then. So if this thing keeps pushing, it could go a lot farther. You traded Marvel shares during the day? Hell yeah. Was that MRVL? I don't know if that's Marvel. Is that the same Marvel? No. I don't know what the ticker is. I'm really open to continuation to the downside if we want to get the follow through. But I'm going to be focusing on this little area right here and how we react to it. Because we're sitting right around these highs. If we get back below those, but if we do hold it, it could be a decent short-term support. MU saves the entire market, long NQ. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. For me, the hard part is if we're looking to long the NASDAQ, we're looking for a 3-bar play candle to play out with enough strength to make it worth it after a 650-point upside candle. That's where I get a little hesitant, unless you're just trading to the recent highs, which obviously is 88 points. It's not crazy. The hard part for me is 670 point to the upside, and then we just kind of want a 3-bar play off of it. I can see it playing out, especially with how NQ likes to trade. It's just, it can be tricky. Morning, Mohammed. How you doing? Victoria, I'm deeply interested in NVIDIA swings if that support holds. Gael, I would rather us get a little bit more of a pullback. And it doesn't have to be overly aggressive. The problem is, if this is a 5-minute chart, this candle makes sense, right? It does. But I would just like to see us pull back into this 55 area, retest that from above, and then watch how we react to that for the longer term structure. Main reason as well is because like the YM is still a little bit weaker throughout the end of day session. Same with the RTY. I'm just not overly bullish. Because the daily charts, even though we got a strong rally, these are consolidations at the low of the range. RTY daily failed to go higher. YM didn't fail to go higher, but pretty ugly upside bar. I'm going to try a small short here. Nothing too aggressive. I'm going to go 65, stop 70. Target around like 55-ish for first trim. Risking 250 on it. So not going too aggressive. Just looking for the broader continuation lower because I want it, like, I just want 55. If we do end up staying within this area, like we spike this low, get bought back up, and we're sitting around 66, 67-ish, I'd be a little more cautious, but also not high risk on this. I'd still be slightly green on the session, which I'm cool with. But to me, I feel like if we were going to get buying pressure, we should have already gotten it back above like NQ's open. RTY didn't even get enough buying pressure to get into the open yet. I just think we can see a little bit more downside. I'm not overly bearish, but I can see the continuation. Victoria, I don't know. I've only taken YM longs on stream. I feel like if I short, I just like trading ES. That's just my bread and butter. For YM, it's usually if the daily looks really good for upside potential, then I like to take it. Also, the daily's a lot stronger on the YM too, if you look at it. Yes, it did have a larger upper wick, but we're right below all-time highs. Basically came within 60 points of testing it today, which is crazy because that was our dream world target throughout the overnight. That daily structure is a little bit stronger. To me, this could still be a downside 3-bar play if the indices really wanted to get that continuation lower. Like that wouldn't be shocking because it's a daily consolidation at the lows of the candle in which we can easily see continuation. No, it's just smaller risk for now. Oh, forgot to put this up. So we will be giving away another Alpha Futures 50K account today. 150 thumbs up on the stream. And I'll be giving that away. Elder, what do you mean you don't like the wicks on the NQ? Which time frame wicks are you talking about? My thumb's worth double? Hell yeah, Mitch. Mitch, what are you feeling on the night? Depends on Korea. Fair. Yeah, for me, I would love to see us test this like 55 area, which is what I'm currently targeting. Not looking for anything crazy, but I'd take half off there and then see how we react to it. Who's watched Jake's vlog will know if you're lying. Yeah, Mitch, I'm going to plug that at the end of the stream. So that way people watch it. Yeah, Jake does have a new vlog out on YouTube. The one that he's kind of been talking about a little bit on his streams. I'm convinced NQ's going to the downside. The whole market looks like it wants to go lower on the indices. It truly does. Like if I get stopped on this, I get stopped on this. I watch it. I'm lying. Vish. Do you tell the truth ever at all? Even the littlest bit? Doing good, Jake. How you doing? I wasn't on your stream this morning because I woke up with like a nasty headache and I was like, yeah, no, I'm just going to take the morning off. And then I opened charts like 11:30-ish. Other than that, though, we vibing. Appreciate you, Vish. Means a lot, brother. Means a lot. It was a cool vlog. Yeah, it's a good video. I like it. From 75. Hell yeah, Mitch. I took this one, got out right around when stream started. The funniest part is I'm basically in right where I exited. So I think I lost a point on the rotation. 3/4 of a point on the rotation. Yeah, Bish, he got me by 1.5 points from up here. Mitch always has the entries. He's got the entries. He's got the trades. He's the gamma god. What's your thoughts on trading the range? Ryan, what range are you referring to? Like what time frame range are we talking about? You're getting rage baited the New York session? I feel like a lot of people do. You switch it the fuck on? Yeah. Mitch, the funny thing is, out of all the hats I have, this is only like one of 3 hats that fits my head backwards. My head's so fucking big. Had the right idea, just kept getting wicked. I've slept so well at night just skipping most of the New York session. I know I talk about this a lot. I usually trade around like slightly before when Mitch gets on stream. The RTY and YM definitely look like they want to try to go lower. Gold's getting a little bit of love here, not much, a little bit. Oil's still kind of stagnant, sitting sideways. We're fighting this little end of day pivot, so like today's close. Mitch, where's your broader target that you're looking for if you're in downside? NQ rockets the day the market hit extreme fear. Alan, the market hit extreme fear today? Technical, say buy. I'd be shocked if the market hit extreme fear. Yeah, Ryan, that just comes on conviction overall. If you have conviction that we're going to range and it's going to be a decent range, I have no problems trading it. But for me, if I think it's going to be like a tighter range where I'm not the biggest fan of wanting the idea to trade it, I won't. I'll just be more hands off. Because there's nothing wrong with just taking time out of the market if you think the price action is going to be slightly unfavorable. You be copying Mitch, huh? No. Me and Mitch didn't even talk. We just took the same trade. Hell yeah, trade WAP. For consistency, I'm going to be out at 29,990. Yeah, again, right below 30,000. I mean, NQ has a little bit of support around 30,000, but if it gets below that, I would love 930s. The only thing I don't love is that we're not really getting a lot of selling pressure at the moment. Because for me, after taking out this little low, I would have wanted to see continuation. We'll see how this 5-minute reacts, though. Just got out. You think a short on YM looks nice? I mean, it depends. I think the YM higher time frame structure is drastically stronger, though, which is the only thing. Yeah, NQ's just stagnant around the open. What the hell is that candle on? Yeah, are you talking about this little tiny green candle here, brother? I mean, that's 2 points, 3 points. That ain't crazy. That's just the ES doing its thing. Main thing we just don't want is us to get back above like 67.5. If we get above that, I'll get stopped out. Gael, I got stopped not too long after stream, I believe, on YM, but I got back in throughout the overnight. Because I was up for a little bit watching the, obviously you guys know, I sleep. My sleep schedule is cooked. But I was up for a little while watching, and I ended up getting a long down somewhere in this area, set an OCO, and then went to bed. But it hit my consistency area before I even got up. Fish. The only thing I don't love is oil's weakness. And just the fact that we're getting a lot more buying pressure off of this little consolidation candle. I really would have wanted to see that break and get momentum lower. Because my only thing, and the main reason I'm interested in this trade as well, on the higher time frames, I don't expect a lot of momentum higher right off of these candles. Like, I don't expect us to just rip and go right back up to today's highs. If we do, we do. But that's not something I'm overly interested in. I can see it like playing out. It's just overall the thesis, we need a lot of buying pressure to get us all the way up back to 500. Can happen, but we'll see. Hell yeah, Alan. Love to see it. Gael, I still wouldn't say the war is over yet because there's still a lot of conflicts going on over there. I mean, they have the ceasefire, whatever it is, but they're still going on with negotiations. I mean, it hasn't been textbook negative correlation like it has been in the past, mainly just because of the peace treaty aspects of it, right? Oil has been selling off a lot while the indices have been selling off as well. So no, I wouldn't say it's as correlated as it was, which typically happens when the war is not going on. I would expect this next 5 to spike higher. So we got above 67.5. So I would anticipate that little bit of continuation. RTY looks pretty damn strong right now, which is interesting. Yeah, RTY structurally looks really good. Likely going to get a stop here in a few seconds. Let's start our normal poll, shall we? Then let's see, make sure we go to live chat. So Killer Trades messages show up if he replies. Yeah, Alan, the whole group's been crushing it lately, and I love to see it. I saw Mitch got a little potential 12-hour trade today. Just hit the 2.5 over on this Brazil game. Let's go. Guy making all those sports bets. Yeah, 15's a strong candle. At least on ES and RTY, it's a stronger candle. Betting soccer got to be the easiest thing in the world. I've never bet soccer. Well, I've also never really watched soccer. Toasted, what you mean? You were so confused. Oh, multiple chats? Because he was replying? Yeah. Yeah, YouTube just blocks certain people's comments and names based on what they are. Logan, what you mean you figured out how to trade him? Oh, because you weren't able to trade him for some reason yesterday on Lucid. What up, David? How you doing, brother? You have to go on Ninja Trader, not Tradeovate. That's weird. Because you should be able to trade them on Tradeovate without any issues. Now we got to see how this 15 closes. If this 15 does reject, that'll be irritating. We have NQ testing the open from below. RTY also testing the open. ES is struggling to keep momentum towards the upside with those. That might have ran stop, but I'll give it a minute. Yeah, Logan, that's weird. Because they're the same company. So I wonder why you can only do that on some of them versus the other, or on one, but not Tradeovate. Because I've never had issues on Tradeovate trading certain names. So based on the poll so far, we got 65% bullish, 35% bearish. You've never taken a gold trade? It's, you know, if you catch a nice trade on it, it's a beautiful name to trade. But if it's in some funk and it's not really moving much, it can get you. It can do you dirty pretty quick. You want me to do an NQ, ES, and that one YM trade? I'm glad you caught it. Yeah, there was a lot of opportunity overnight and into New York with YM. So I'm glad hearing some people caught some of it, especially during the New York session. Yeah, that 5-minute quite literally spiked us. I don't want to chase into it, so I'm going to give it a little bit. See if we're actually going to reject or if it's just going to chop in this little bit of a range for now. Cole, I mean, that's the most valid answer. I just left it out because I knew a mass majority of people were going to put that. Because we were just heavily range bound at the moment on like the higher time frames. Because even if you look at like the 4 hour, we didn't go anywhere. We just went back up to the highs of the range on that end of day candle. We went straight from the lows right to the highs, and now we're just sitting stagnant. Well, we do have last week's highs right above us. If we get back over 72, I would anticipate us to attempt the open. If we break the open, we could look for possibly today's highs. My biggest problem is this 4 hour just makes sense to do a whole lot of nothing, which is why I wanted that little bit more of a pullback. Next few 15-minute candles will be important. See if we're able to get momentum up towards the open or if we're going to try to set more of like a lower high aspect in this area. Because right now we are fighting with 70, which is right where the stop was. But if we get above that, I would anticipate an attempt up back towards the open. Oil is getting a little bit of upside momentum as well. Gold's a little sideways, not doing a whole lot. I feel like the first hour of these sessions, for the most part, have just been decent range the past few days. What up, Sir Brian? How you doing, brother? What up, Static? How you doing? Small candles? Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because VIX is back up around like 16.2s. It was up at 20s today, which we slammed off of pretty aggressively. Pretty clear sign there. What's the dollar doing? Because I didn't look at that recently. Dollar's still slowly trending higher, which is interesting. Almost got all the way up to 101.85, which is a huge pivot. I'm just hoping we don't spend most of the session within like this. Because then, what do we do? Gold really doesn't look bad. It's kind of crazy because right now, if gold does get momentum, which obviously the daily and 4 hour chart look horrendous. Gold does have a lot of potential if it wants to get a retest up around like 40, 60s. So there's momentum there. And RTY is leading the strength right now on the indices. Real Asian candles is crazy. Shit week for me, not doing well, Static. I think it's time to trade lean hogs. We can't, Cole. It's not open this time. You go HE. No, not Hawaiian Electric. The candles don't move, so you can't trade it. Lean hogs is getting smoked, though. This thing has gotten destroyed. Farmers are in trouble. Evening, Calm. How you doing, brother? Dev, what you mean last night's stream? Yeah, VenQ gets above the open. I do like longs here. If I took longs, I feel like I'd be more interested in this lower time frame chart on gold. Just structurally, because that's a very strong hourly candle. But no, longs are definitely more enticing, especially after the 15-minute getting a little bit of momentum. This might be the area we get the higher low. I wanted to see it down here. If we hold here, I'm open to longs wholeheartedly. RTY is the best structure by far on the indices. YM got a little bit of a failure to go lower on the hourly. I feel like tonight could be an RTY YM attempt. Just in general, they might try to get a little bit of momentum because they lagged drastically at the end of the day. Obviously, NQ ripped like 600 points. ES ripped, what was it, 80? What up, Didi? How you doing, brother? Oh, you didn't join yesterday? Yeah, yesterday's was a little bit slower momentum overall. We were mainly stalking the YM, which ended up getting the move throughout the New York session. And I think we got in somewhere around like 50-ish, I want to say. Somewhere around there. We took one break even. It was in profit, came back break even. Then I took a loss. And then after stream, I was able to catch a decent chunk of it to get locked out on the account. Was busy these days? Hell yeah. I mean, that's a good thing. Gold definitely has my attention. Oil weakness already pushing back below the open should help fuel the indices for a leg higher. Yeah, that vlog's good, brother. I watched the pre-release version. Jake sent me him. Price keep going a few points from your TP, then go and break even stop loss. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those weeks where, and it's the intraday trading. Because I talked about it earlier on stream, we're getting some momentum on moves, but then we're getting these sharper reversals, which a lot of people aren't fully used to. They look for the continuation overall. Obviously, we get bigger consolidations than we reject. Similar thing yesterday, right? Big move off the open, strong continuation, not really any range consolidation aspects to get in other than maybe like this 5 minute. And then we just rug straight back lower. Then we consolidated, then we went right back up. Then we consolidated, then right back down. And that's kind of just how the markets have been. So I feel like if you're looking at targets, maybe might just have to be a little more reserved overall. Yeah, Didi, I want to adjust mine as well. Yeah, I was thinking about changing the top overlay banner. And then obviously doing the whole background aspect of it too. Glad I got out early. I didn't think we were going to go down taking too long. Was it wrong to short NQ because of the retest of the OP? I wouldn't say wrong because we were in a range overall. For me, it's more so the strength that the other indices started to show that gave it conviction that we might see the continuation higher. I definitely wouldn't say wrong. And it also depends on your trading strategy in general. Because for me, I wanted a little bit lower on the indices too. Gold might not give anything on the 5 minute. I wanted to see a little bit of consolidation. We didn't get much. Getting a little bit on the 2. I'm still interested in possibility, like possibly taking entries on this, but I'm just watching everything at the moment. He made it from Claude. You should make one too. I'll work on that before tomorrow's stream. I'll try to get it all done. I think it'll look good. That's also part of the reason why on mine I have like the black bar on the far right side, because I just squeezed the screen a little bit smaller so it fit a little better. I just got to make the overlay aspect of it. Logan, you're 100 the drawdown. Is that the account that you saved yesterday? Looks like GC targeting 4,100. 4,100 100% can come into play. I mean, obviously the daily candle is horrible on GC, but it doesn't mean it can't get momentum back higher. I like 4060, and then obviously you can look to target up towards like 4080, 4100. 4060 would be a big area that I'm interested in on it. Go going crazy right now. We're about to push into some small resistance. One above 40, then 50. Yeah, agreed. I think gold has a lot of potential. Yeah, Deity. I'm also going to have to go in and change the prompt, because we have 6 days to get, what, 11K subs for that to work. I mean, we've still seen crazy growth, because we've gotten, what, almost 20K subs since starting this. Lost 1,100 this morning on a 1-to-1 and made 300 on a 2-to-1, and then lost a little after. Logan, it sounds like the 1-to-1 you're a little aggressively sized on it. I know you sized down for the 300 area risk, but for me, it seems like that's where you might be more comfortable trading. God, we weren't doing pink hair. No, Jake was going blonde. It's funny because my barber just started posting videos that he's doing blonde for people. What's my risk reward for the week? I would have to look at it. I haven't dove in depth on it. It 100% seems possible. 100K by the end of the year, especially at the growth rate we've been at. Obviously, in the beginning, we're going to get a little more momentum, but as long as we just keep churning roughly where we are, and especially if we put out YouTube videos, then we'd be perfectly fine. Vish, if you can find that clip where I promise that, then sure. But I can promise you that clip doesn't exist. What up, Ali? How you doing, brother? I have a hate relationship with gold, don't forget. Vish, it's like a love-hate relationship, but it's more hate than love with gold. I mean, gold's fun to trade. It makes really nice moves. You just got to make sure. I feel like gold's one that you want to trade it with momentum. And if it's anywhere near a range, you want to stay far the hell away from it. Try to find that clip. No, because it doesn't exist. Vish has been trying to say it the entire time. Oh, you're making an AI clip of me saying that? Fuck. Hopefully I have like 6 fingers in that so I can disprove it. I don't know why y'all want me to have pink hair. I don't know why y'all want that so bad. Evening, Keith. How you doing? What up, Umar? Gator, you're still waiting on the TBT Pro Plus accounts? How long do those usually take? Jorge, should you go shopping on tech names? If you like the names and you think it's a good buying opportunity, 100%. especially if you're looking at it for long term. When you're planning to visit Rake, deity, I'm open to it whenever. And the funniest thing is whenever me and Jake meet up, it's never planned. I don't think I've ever had more than a 3-day notice of visiting Jake, other than like bigger meetups or like the New Year's Eve thing that we did. Most of like the shortest notice I've gotten with Jake was 3 hours, I think, before my flight, 3 or 4 hours. And the longest had to be maybe a day. First live account, so IDK. That's fair, Gator. That's fair. I just know you've been waiting a minute and then Jake's also been waiting a minute. Hit a nice long on gold from 14 to 31. Is it still running? Damn, son. I mean, it's tempting to throw something on it and throw a stop at like 25. You just need stronger continuation if it's going to do that. I'm definitely not opposed to trading gold. So watch how the indices react to the open here, primarily ES. If it rejects, this might be just an unfortunate range. Love your streams. Appreciate you, Ryan. It means a lot hearing that. Yeah, I actually get a lot of DMs from you guys, and I love it. Like, someone just shot me a DM 30 minutes, like right when stream was going. Thanking us because he just got a huge payout. So I love seeing you guys do well. Ready to full port 2 lives? Gator, when it takes long enough to get them, the urge just pops up, right? You're like, oh my God, you got to do it. I feel like I'm crazy, but I'm open to taking either direction here. I really am. You can get good trades on gold, but it's going to be slow. I feel like it's faster than the indices the majority of the time. Just depends on the conviction you have with it. But I agree. You want to go get food, but you feel like you're going to miss the long. Kyle, what that means is you're never going to go get food. You're going to sit here the entire time, and the long's not going to give the opportunity you want. And we know that's exactly what's going to happen because that's how the market always goes. Got caught up in the chop this morning. The last few days around New York Open have just been straight range, which is crazy because a lot of people hate that kind of price action, but Jake just thrives in it. Ollie, worst case, just take like the first hour and a half, 2 hours off of New York. That's when I find the best momentum for me. Is just watch that first hour-ish. Like, I watch Jake's stream. Usually towards the tail end of Jake's streams or right after is when I start trading. Unless I see something that's like, I desperately need to be in this trade because it looks that good, then I'm likely just hands off. This is just brutal because we're rejecting the open while we have oil also fighting the open as well. So we're in that aspect where we're normally range bound. YM's weak, which is interesting. So that's still chilling on the weak side. What's the weeklies look like? We're at last week's lows on ES, a little above on NQ. YM's obviously stronger. RTY is the strongest. Super random. What's the sign behind you? That's actually like my logo. And I think it was 3 Christmases ago that my family got it for me. It's not like a neon sign. It's a bar sign. So it's not like a normal LED sign. It actually has like the filament bulbs and everything. Or whatever the bar sign bulbs are filled with. I forget what it's called. But they're like actual glass instead of just regular like LEDs. Yeah, dude, I love it. No, dude, it's one of the coolest signs I've gotten. Because I wanted like one of those LED signs like Jake has. Because the funniest thing, there's one that Jake has on stream. The Discord moderators actually got that for him when he lived in LA. So I want to say like 3, maybe 4 years ago for his birthday. I think we got that for him. Wasn't there someone in the Discord that makes them? Not this kind, or not like the Jake's kind. There was someone in the Discord promoting them for a bit. I saw, like we noticed. No, Ali, they weren't one of like the OGs or one of the gang. It was just someone in the Discord that was posting them. Is that your special sign? Marlboro, what do you mean by my special sign? What up, Miguel? What is my A+ setup? Like what I'm looking for at the moment, or just what I look for A+? Because A+ for me is just using the multi-time frame analysis, where I can get multiple of the higher to mid time frames, all giving me the exact same conviction within a trade. What up, Moke? How you doing, brother? Shoot me a DM, Umar. Everyone that's on stream does them, so you can hit up any of us. Appreciate you, Ollie. Chat, what are you guys looking at? Or are you guys in any trades at the moment? Full port short ES. I'm interested in it. GC going down. Is it rejecting? A little bit, yeah. I mean, if this hourly pushes back below 40.25, it starts to get a little bit weaker, especially coming into Asia in 7 minutes. So I might wait the 7 minutes, let Asia do its thing at the open, see what way we get momentum off of that. Full port, short gold, took a short ES. Waiting for my long entry at 30.70 on NQ. Currently long. You long from here at the end of New York? You swinging it? I'm currently just waiting to see how Asia reacts overall to everything that's going on. Because it could easily hold this. We set a little 5-minute fail to go lower, and then it just rips right back higher. Held for MU earnings. You must have knew something, because damn, you caught a nice move. You still, I'm assuming you probably took some off. Bugs, you on the wrong account, my guy? Because you're the only one that types that message and you're not on the Bugs account. Halfway done with 50K growth, watching the Haiti versus Morocco game. Just rolled up. Hell yeah, brother. Sounds like you're having a hell of a night. Yeah, wrong account. I saw the message. I'm like, someone's either copying or he's got an alt. Hoping for no more consolidating on the 1 hour. Elder, I got unfortunate news for you. I don't know if we're getting out of that yet. We might. But if we do, I want to see a strong trend build. Because if we don't get out of this, it ain't looking that great. Had to go like on your other account. Hell yeah, appreciate you. Also, chat, if we do get to 150 likes on stream today, we will be giving away another 50K account for you guys. Usually Asia continues upwards after bounces relief, but we'll see. Yeah. If we're going to get strong momentum, I would agree I'd want it near the Asia Open. Give me 2 hours of consolidation here, then look for that break. And on ES, I'd be looking for today's highs around 96s if we get longs. Because we got an hourly fair to go lower now. I would like the hourly to close a little bit higher. Doesn't have to, but I'd be interested in that setting up. Back over the open definitely gets me more interested. At least holds of last week's low get me interested. So far, though, it seems like a few of you guys were short the indices, some ES, some NQ. But there's also probably the exact same amount, at least that put their trades in the chat that are long. So it kind of gives you a good explanation of what the current market's doing. Yeah, Bass, we need some serious momentum on the subs to get Jake Blonde. And pretty soon I got to change that message, unfortunately. It's just Jake. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it just for the comedic content alone. Chat, am I crazy if I'm half tempted to take a long pre-Asia Open? I'm probably going to wait for the Open, but like the little urge is there. I'll do it if you do it. Someone in chat goes, no, wait, like basically no, wait for conviction. The next comment, I'll do it if you do it. You little degen. Now, if this 5 minute got a stronger close, I would have been interested. Us pushing back lower, no. Patience. Even if it rips, because that's the thing. If this hourly chart is going to make a larger move up towards, let's say, 7,500, there's going to be entries. Unless Asia just goes straight up, then, you know, unfortunate. But that's not a 5 minute candle I'm yeeting into a market open. My financial advisor blindly. Great. DXY is in a pivot point, strong rejection on the daily. I mean, it's at a huge area. Right up here as well. Yeah. I got to get back to these charts for the open, though. Just so we can at least watch it. See if we get any momentum or not. If it's slammed down to 55, I swear. On GC, it was the prior hourly high. So I'd want it above 25 for continuation. You're waiting for 3070 on NQ. So just slightly below the open. I don't hate that area. If we get no momentum off this open though, brutal. Double dare you. Oh, you gonna give me a count when I nuke this one doing it? Yeah, DXY isn't a big pivot point. I didn't spend a lot of time on that chart because I wanted to see how we react around the Asia Open, just to keep an eye on it. We're already back below last week's lows. Gold's holding thus far. Not an overly enticing candle at the moment, though. See how we react. The most unfortunate case scenario is we don't get any momentum off of Asia. And we just stay between like 65 and 75. Then it's just, what do we do? Then we just find something else to stream because charts aren't doing much. But if this does pull all the way back to 55, motherfucker. You're going to point a double dare? Yeah, JT, because he didn't say double dog dare. He just said double dare. If it's a double dog dare, then no, it's guaranteed you have to do it. Triple dog dare? God damn it, Toasted. Triple dog dare me to what? Full port and lose my funded account? Yeah, static. I mean, right out the gate, we're weak. If we hold 65 and go right back up, I mean, what do we do? Right now, the key is patience. Because what I don't want to do is just yeet, right? It's not fun for anybody. The indices are looking a little weaker at the moment. We are sitting at the 65 support. Gold's still holding strength. Oil, interesting for sure. Not crazy, but interesting. Dude, look what they did to my baby. Look what they did to my little baby oil. Fucking 28% straight down with one green candle. They hurt her bad. What up, CJ? How you doing, brother? Do an eval. I do have a different account that I also took that first trade in. It's up 400. That's the eval though. All the while the war is still going on too. JT, but here's the thing. If stuff pops off and like the whole peace treaty aspect doesn't go as planned, we're talking generational wealth. Generational on oil. Like never look back kind of wealth. What I need to do is get a personal account, put like whatever the margin is for 2 micros on oil into it, buy 2 longs and risk that amount for us to get back to like 115. But I'd have to go out like 3 contracts just in case. Steve, I think oil is drastically underpriced. Drastically. Because we're back to not pre-big breakout, but we erased 3/4 of the move already. I just found a trade on oil I had from January. Oh, that was probably one of our Discord streams then. that was still there. You're not worried about the spread 3 contracts out? Boss. One thing I will say is if I did do that game plan and I was looking to trade 3-month out oil contracts or so, I would be looking for us to get back over 100. The spread on that contract would not bother me if I was looking for a 30-point move. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I would put it into, like, I'm not really worried about that. Might get a bad fill, might get a bad spread. But if you're looking for that kind of momentum, then I wouldn't really be too worried about it. My team just played my last game. Tell me it's going to be okay. It might be okay. It might not be okay. I don't know. Has anyone followed up with that like fantasy thing Jake did with the soccer? Because I think I did one. And I know nothing about soccer. Like, I know nothing about it. And I'm pretty sure I have one in it. I forgot the link. It showed up on my ESPN app. But I gotta figure out how to get back into it. Quite range tonight? At the moment, yeah. Like, if we hold the 65 area, we're pretty damn range bound and just chilling. Wait, how many people joined Rakes? By the way, there's multiple people with 100% rate right now in Jake's thing. Oh, there's 61 people in it. I'm 46th. Damn. What up, Christian? How you doing? So far, I have 42% of the bracket. Or no, 126 people. I'm ranked 46. Oh, scrubs. Get smoked. That's not too shabby. I'm top third, and I've never watched a soccer game in my life. Jake had like one day on stream, and I think he's only talked about it one time. He opened like a fantasy soccer league for the World Cup, and it was just everyone on his stream jumped in and created one. There's like 120 something people in it. I know nothing about soccer. I've never watched a soccer game. And I just jumped on and put a bunch of random stuff. And I'm in the top third. So not terrible. What's the 5 doing? I mean, so far, all we're doing is this. Right? Until we get out of this, conviction's going to be lower, which is why I keep looking back on gold, because this chart looks a lot better than the indices. Obviously, you got to take out the 4 hour because you can't zoom out too far on the other time frames because those are chopped completely. Like, they look horrible, but I'm looking at the lower time frames. What a rally. End of day. Was there news? There was Micron's earnings, so MU earnings. Have you ever had a payout from My Fund and Futures Builder plan? I haven't traded the My Fund and Futures Builder, so no. First time watching the Asia stream. I normally sleep. It's so hot. At the moment, You might be better off sleeping with the current conditions we're in. We are heavily range bound on the indices. I see a lot of you asking about gold. I keep looking at this. Like I'm torn because of what the higher time frames look like, and the indices still being in a broader range. But I don't hate it. I would just have to throw like an 8-point stop on it. So I'd be sized decently small overall. Trump talking in 20. Lovely. Same day payouts for my funded. Just remember you have to make 500 in between each payout. That's not bad at all. Making 500 between each payout is not bad at all. I've had 2 from the builder. Same day. Oh, I just read that. I'm talking 20 minutes. Oh, so dump or pump or the other way. %50 consistency rule, and you have to make 500. That's not bad rules. Okay. Did you guys see Venezuela had an earthquake today, and they had tsunami warnings? Hey, so you're moving your stop up for what? On NQ. What did I give a heads up on? Oh, the Trump talking. I don't know if he actually is or not. It's just what someone in chat said. Japanese stocks advanced sharply, lifting Nikkei up by 2.5%. I don't see it being up 2.5%. Oh, from the lows. Fair. 15-minute candle might be a decent close in 2 minutes. And at that point, it'd be entry, let's say 73. I mean, you could run a 10-point stop and just leave the contract. Is gold not getting much liquidity? No. Gold isn't getting much love at all. Look at those 2-minute candles. Every single one is just gapping, at least a little bit. Rally base, yeah, we have a nice consolidation here. My biggest thing is just how long is this consolidation going to be? Because if I look at the 4-hour chart, it makes sense for us to sit in this little range for a minute, you know, build out this candle, which would be another 2-ish hours. Kind of suck. Would kind of suck. Which is why I'm being patient, but just focusing on what the overall structure is giving us. We're rejecting last week's lows again on ES here. Gold's getting weaker. Interesting rejections. RTY off the open, NQ off the open. ES didn't even get to the open off last week's lows. And then the YM's just in no man's land. It's very interesting, especially gold getting smoked a little bit there. It's also why we're being patient. At least that's why I'm being patient. Us not being able to get above the open and even not being able to get the open right there draws interest to that 55 area for me. It really does. Chris, that's my biggest thing and why earlier on I was open to shorts. I did take a stab short. But this daily chart, yes, it looks like it could hold with a failure to go lower. But let me see if I can find a different candle as well. I'm trying to see if I can find one that looks similar. It looks similar to this, just not as much of an upper wick. Obviously, that one held. But it's more so, it's harder to find in the daily chart. Especially because we've been in an uptrend for God knows how long. But it's more so just cautious because we're consolidating at the lower end of the daily range. So I'm truly open to the broader indices going either direction. Ironically, with the president speaking while we're at this level, isn't it funny that he loves any market news, any speech he gives is around the Asia Open or sometime during the overnight, and any big news he does is over the weekend. So it's when like the main New York stock market's not open is when he drops every single thing that he has to say. We're just stuck. We are stuck. Oil's getting some love. See if we get above last week's lows here. I feel like this is probably a scalper's dream right now. How far is NQ moving? Like 50 points, yeah. That's how you know we're struggling. NQ currently has a range of 87 points. We haven't seen that in probably 2 months. Because even last night's range, when we ranged a little bit, that one's 50, not bad. But like last night's overall, you're looking at 300. I'm going to try a small short on ES. I'm willing to risk it. Stop. 74 for me. It's just that we keep rejecting last week's lows. And I want to see us get that continuation lower off of it. It wouldn't say it's the highest conviction. It's basically just a little stab I'm willing to take. What comedy? Jocko's on stage? I'm a full port 5 takes just to feel something. Andrew, call it a night, brother. I mean, I did take an entry. I'm not too worried about it. Smaller risk for me. If Trump's talking, though, we might be in a bit of trouble. At least I might be in a bit of trouble. I definitely don't recommend this. It's just little stabs. What, Jocko talking? I'll have to listen to it after. I don't see any lives for it. Oh, wait. Oh, he's talking at the America 250 is at the Great America State Fair. Hell yeah, comedy. I'll listen to it after, for sure. Unless the majority of the chat wants me to throw it up, but it would cover the entire charts. So we wouldn't be able to see charts. What up, IAG? How you doing, brother? Rob, what you mean you can't trade after close? You should be able to trade during that MU rally on the indices because it's what, within 15 minutes? Yeah, right at 4. You can trade usually till like 4:15 on prop firms. I don't like that we're already holding this area. Have we moved a point? No, Logan, we have not. Not in a minute. I mean, we've gone up. We're just in a 10-point range. So that's why I'm just taking little trades like this for the most part. I'm going to lower this. I'm squeezing that stop. With top stop, the auto close 10 minutes after. I always close right before. Auto close on top stop's 10 minutes. I forget what prop firms allow you to trade till like 5. And it's either Lucid or Trade a Bit. Lucid? Okay. I'm going to go flat on this. Yeah, I'm going to go flat. I don't like it. We held. I'd want to see us break that. Took a little stab. Didn't like it. We're just not moving. Probably going to be cash until we break this range for the most part. Gold's fighting the open. Oil's sitting slightly above the open. And the indices are just kind of stagnant. Do we just gap? Yeah, we did a little bit. NQ's frozen. Yeah, we're stuck. Did you just say the YM's moving a bit? Sir, we are in a 40-point range. That's actually percentage-wise moving less than ES. I mean, I guess if you take the entire day, yeah. But the YM's a little weaker. Yeah, percentage-wise, you got to remember the YM, even though it's moving 100 points, that's 0.23% of the stock. Giveaway time. Need a couple more likes, AXP. I'll do it. I have no problems with that. We're at 95 chat. At this rate, I might be cash for a majority of the session. I don't know, though. David, it does. If I trade more, I might just flip over to the eval because I just don't have conviction on this. Pablo, I just didn't like the way we were reacting to the lows. It's probably going to work, but I'm okay with it. I just didn't like the look on the lower time frames of us holding support. If anyone's still in, it looks good now. Oil's still strong. Gold's breaking the open. Yeah, this looks like it's going to rug. Maybe not rug, but it looks like it's going to push lower. Pablo, 55 is the target. Can't wait till shorts don't get squeezed all the time. Dude, agreed. Wholeheartedly agreed. At least until we get more of a continuation on the broader market is what I can't wait for. Either direction. Leonard's going to take on the 1,000-point dump. Do you know how crazy that would be? Logan, are you talking about the end of day? Passed an email this morning. Failed the exam. Holy shit, Andrew. I don't know if that risk to reward's good, brother. I don't know if that risk to reward is worth it. You might want to study a little bit more. Logan, this was Micron's earnings. So MU is up like 15%, as you can see. Qualcomm as well, up exponentially. AMD's up like 3-ish%, and then NVIDIA's basically flat off that. Gold rugging issue. Back below the open. So we're getting overall market weakness. We're just desperately fighting 65. If 65 does break on ES, we should get continuation down to 55, which is what I've been looking for since like the beginning of stream. If we hold again though, we're stuck. We are heavily stuck. Yeah, Ryan, I took 1 before stream and then 2 on stream. 1 before stream was like a 2R, and then I took 1R and half R loss on stream. Equal bottom on ES. That's why, more so for me, part of the reason I also got out is we were starting to hold just this support. If it breaks, it breaks. I'm cool with it. I initially said that wasn't the highest conviction trade, and I realized that, and I was like, it ain't worth me being in. If it goes, it goes. I can find another entry later on if I need to. Gold is weak. How does the oil sector look? USO obliterated. Exxon. Exxon's back in like no man's land, dude. CVX. Still in no man's land for the most part. I'm definitely interested in trading these names at some point, but I don't think it's there yet. Two-minute looks like it might try to go. For anyone that is short. AJ, I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I know when I had because I wasn't an affiliate with like all the places Jake is, so I don't know all the rules for them. I know with Apex, it would give you like a micro kickback. You'd get like $4 or something. for someone resetting. So it wasn't anything crazy. But I don't know how all the other firms work. Some don't. I'm sure some probably give you a little bit, but I think a majority of it likely no. Rob, I think oil at some point will revisit that broader range. I think it's crazy to think oil belongs down here with how low the reserves are. And yes, everyone is pumping supply as much as they possibly can. If they do everything picture perfect, there's a chance it doesn't go crazy. But at least a retest of like 80 should be pretty textbook on oil. I think it is very undervalued at the moment. Indices look like they're about to make the drop. Rob, I keep checking on it because normally I don't look at oil this much, but I keep seeing it slowly rise higher. And I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on it in the coming days for some momentum. Because if this thing gets any squeezes to the upside, it's going to rip 10% easily. I mean, even from here, you're looking at 70 up to 74s at the next daily resistance area. So you're talking 6% straight upside. Only resistance along the way is going to be a little at 70.5 and a little at 71. If the market shits the bed at all, this is likely going to go. Hopefully some of you guys held the ES entry. Because so far, the initial plan is working. Still with it? Hell yeah, most fab. As long as you guys make something off of it, cool. Good. So with a massive hell, huh? You're short NQ. I would love to see NQ test 930s. That is like my dream world target on that. Rob, it's the exact same area I was watching. This like 55-ish area. See how we react around there. See if we can get continuation. Because that, just for me personally, because we'd be retesting on the higher time frames. Send ES back to the highs of this consolidation. Send NQ back to this breakout area. Watch how we react off of that. If we lose those, I'm bearish completely on the market. If ES gets below 55, NQ gets below 930s, I'm nothing but bearish. Because then I start leaning towards the daily chart, getting that broader breakdown. You your only way to short is a test from 920s from below. I like that. I don't hate that at all, because what you're essentially doing is waiting for this 2 break, get us back, retest from below, and then look for that continuation. If we do get that momentum under 55, I'd be looking for 30s. 430 without hesitation. Most fab, my game plan off of that, and I'll redraw it. I'm obviously not in. I forced myself out of it, which probably going to be a mistake is what it is. So I got in initially 68, whatever the stop was, but I was looking for 55s. I was going to take half position off there, hold the rest with a stop, probably break even, and then see if we end up getting a break below that. I'd be looking towards 30 for the larger move. What type of model do you trade? Check pizza index. What the fuck is the pizza index? The model I trade is just literally multi-time frame analysis and overall structure, individual candle analysis, stuff like that. So it's just market structure. where I'm just looking at all the different time frames, seeing exactly what they're doing, how they're reacting to certain areas, and how they're respecting it. Along with a heavy factor of multi-time frame analysis. Yeah, Steve, and that's where I think a lot of people probably got trapped overnight if they wanted to keep short or keep longing. For me, on ES specifically, if we get above, and I've been talking about this level for a little bit, if we get above 510s, I want nothing to do with shorts. While we're below that, this is just a consolidation. Even though, because the candle from this morning went from new highs of the range all the way down to new lows. Then we hit the lows and went all the way back up to the highs. This is just a violent ass range from today. We can easily retrace all the way back to here, and that could set up for the longer term if it holds. But for me, we're still in the range, still have a potential for more of like a structurally lower high. And I'm not fully convinced that we get just straightforward, strong continuation to the upside yet. I would really want us above 75 tons. $208% increase on Domino's Pizza. GCX, we go to the Pentagon Pizza Tracker. Bro, that is one of the funniest accounts. I don't follow it actively, but my buddy always gives me updates. Three to 5 profitable day. Hell yeah, most fab. Love it. Payout is on the way. Hopefully not like last time. What happened last time? Yeah, Steve. I mean, in reality, all that really tells you, if you're just following structure, not like the actual momentum news aspect behind it, we just swept the lows. It shows we're not ready to break lower yet if we're going to, which got the buying pressure back up, right? And that's basically how I look at it. We came down, retested this broader support area on ES, where we pivoted here on the 4 hour and here on the 4 hour, and then we just pushed right back higher. But to me, it's more so just a broader range until it's not. Below the accounts, you forgot a position on MNQ. Wait, so you got a payout last time? You forgot an MNQ order, and then the account ripped? Is anyone in gold shorts? Gold short from 23. Beautiful. Oh shit, I didn't even realize it moved 30 points off the highs. Damn. Big old rejection. What's oil doing? If oil does get a stronger 4 hour close, I might be open to something overnight. Are you talking about TCM? You're talking about on gold? Bro, gold is, it's crazy because it tries. Obviously, the higher time frames just look horrible. But every single time it gets the slightest buying pressure, it just gets demolished. Imagine the people who bought gold on this kind of rally thinking it was going to like $8,000. They have physical gold and they're currently down 26% in 4 months. What took probably years of growth to get to. Indices look like they might go for the slow trend down. You trade silver, Randy. Silver's something I don't really touch. I don't trade gold a whole lot. I do if I really like the setup and think it has good potential across the multi-time frame analysis. Then I'll touch gold. Other than that, I don't trade gold a whole lot. So silver, something I'm just not overly interested in. How about Bitcoin? I haven't touched Bitcoin. I do analysis on Bitcoin whenever someone in the chat asks. I have no problem doing it. I feel like Bitcoin's one of the easiest things to do technical analysis on because it follows it very, very smoothly. But I haven't touched it since the Voyager crash because that was where all of my crypto was. And ever since then, you just haven't touched crypto. For my investing in the future, like buying a good amount. Oh, you like buying a good amount of physical metals? I mean, it's a great idea because you can just buy it and forget about it. It's not like you have to, and that's the crazy thing. Because usually you can look at a chart and see like your P&L, stuff like that. You don't really see it if you just have a physical brick of gold. If anyone held 255, there's first target. So congratulations. If we lose this like 55 to 52 range, I would expect us to start to break pretty aggressively. You're buying it physical? Beautiful. Hell yeah. 80-point trade, not too bad. Yeah. I was wondering how strong this after market close was. Did you word that sentence wrong? Static. I kind of just talked myself out of it for the most part because we were starting to hold this. We were holding the structure and it just made me get out of it because I just didn't want to see us hold support and just go back up into the range. More so as well because it wasn't the highest conviction for me on the entry. So sometimes when that happens, I'll just get myself out of the trade rather than just letting it work out. Just because if I physically say it's not the highest conviction, like I don't absolutely love it, probably not a trade I should be in the first place. So sometimes I'll just jump out of it versus letting it work. And at that point, it just is what it is. So we have a pretty ugly 15 unless we get about a minute 20 worth of rally. I get what it is about my brain reading golf lately, but it's just been working for me. Gold, is that how you feel about the YM? Dude, I mean, when the YM wants to move, it moves well. It does. But it's just getting married to an asset, right? Like if you pay attention to a certain thing for majority of the time, you understand how it moves. Like most people might look at gold for a higher low here, but if you're not used to trading gold and you've seen this pattern before on gold, you could anticipate that kind of rejection just because you know the asset. You want to sell gold at 415? I mean, it would have to get decently back up there. My problem here is the 15-minute close. You have gold looking like this, all the indices looking like this on the 15s. It's not something I'd be interested in seeing it rally up with, to be honest. What I would want to see is more so a consolidation around 55, which if we stay below 65-ish, it's going to be a weaker chart all around. But if we consolidate near 55, it can set up a nice potential for the next leg lower if we're going to get it. Yeah, Static, I'm okay with taking that stop early. Could I be annoyed by it? Yeah, a little bit, right? I should have just let it go. But for me, it is what it is. It's a decision I made. I have to accept it no matter what. That's why I'm not like freaking out or chasing it. My big thing was it was continuously going. I talked about the potential of it getting the continuation right here. I thought it looked really good right there, but I know I would have been drastically more irritated if I got in and then it stopped me out because it didn't hit my stop up here. So at that point, I just sat cash. So it's just a decision I made, but I'll catch trades. I have no problem. We'll see more tomorrow. We'll see more throughout all the sessions going into tomorrow. Last days, the indices in gold and silver is moving together. Typically, gold doesn't move that much different from NQ. But obviously, during this larger sell-off, it's been drastically decoupled. Also, remember, this 55 area is somewhere I was interested early on to see if ES was going to hold. Thing is, I'm not going to long that kind of 15-minute candle, so I would need a decent amount of price action kind of build out here. So I was on gold yesterday. I did not. I didn't trade gold yesterday. Peter, what? Am I the owner of this redneck trading TV? What are you talking about, my guy? You know the craziest thing? Him putting that message, YouTube's already trying to flag it. I know you are, brother. I know. That's why I'm saying, what are you talking about? Because I also checked your chat to see how long you've been in chat. You've been here for a while. Brother, you have multiple messages that are flagged by YouTube. And you're not saying anything like exponentially bad, but there's just little words in your YouTube, and they're like, nah. Logan, if he wants to rip the 5 second, let him rip. If he wants to learn, he's going to learn. Pretty weak hold here off the area of interest. Like I said, if we lose this like 52 to 55 area, I start to lean towards 30. Let me make sure 30 is actually where I'd want. Yeah, because 30 is we're back in this hourly range, right? We're just right back in this. Where a lot of people probably want to see that MU continuation. If we get back in this, it's just not good. And I'd be very uninterested in the broader market unless I'm looking at like larger shorts. Do we full port an hour later? Elder, I'm still waiting. What I might do, though, is if I trade anything, I might flip accounts and just run I'll run this account, which is an eval that I took a trade on earlier. But I'll leave it on this because if I switch it for now, it looks like I'm just trying to inflate my P&L. Chat, how many people caught the short? Shorted MGC at 03. MGC 03. Okay, so you shorted this. Hopefully we get the continuation. 15-minute did spike lower across the board there. Now we need to watch and react, see how this is going to, if this is going to hold or not. You're about to close out until you called it? Hell yeah, brother. I'm short on my eval, sold Mo's, one runner. Beautiful. We're short from near the top. Beautiful. Short on my funded as of 10 minutes ago with 2-minute retracement up, but not looking promising. As of 2 minutes ago, So you got in off like this a little bit. I'm very skeptical of continuation here just because this was my broader target in which I would have wanted to take a decent amount off because we can hold this. We're at a huge support. I mean, NQ, by the way, just looking at what we were watching for on the broader pullbacks, NQ came right into that area we were talking about. It obviously didn't hit 30, but if we're going from upwards of 85 all the way down to 930s, I'll take it if it hits 36. That ain't bad. So now we got to pay attention to 15. If we get back above 65 on ES, likely just a broader pivot in the market in which we look for a continuation. So I'm going to go to the 2 minute, probably trade off of that. I'm going to flip accounts. Because if I want to take something, I'll probably be a little more aggressive on entries. So I'm going to flip to this account that I'm cool with trading. Logan, how long does your friend hold if he's long on the 5-second time frame? Huge red to green day after getting chopped all day. Beautiful, Andrew. Absolutely love to hear that. It's crazy how much more NQ has been running lately. Like on that leg down right there that we talked about on ES. ES is 12 points. NQ is 123. Did the MU earnings cancel bearishness? Now, for now, Randy, for now it did. Maybe not permanently. We'll see how the market continues to react. I'm trying to watch the 2 minutes, seeing if we get a consolidation bar. Because if we do, I'm willing to take it on this account, be a little more aggressive, look for a rally back higher. I'm not overly eager, but if I see something I'm interested in, I'll take it. Oil's getting a bit of a rejection back into the open. Might just watch for a little bit too. He will learn he's gambling the hard way. Logan, how long's he been trading? Because the 5-second chart is diabolical. Also, chat, you guys are at 117 likes. If we start to get up towards the 150 area, to be honest, I'll just run the giveaway. Because usually by the end of the giveaway, we hit like 20 extra likes anyway. So let's see what you guys can get it up to. I'm going to sleep. Have a good trading session, y'all. See you, most fab. Bots. Gold with a strong push. I'm going to take a small long. Not small. I'll go 15 cons. I'm in micros though, but I'm gonna throw a bit wider of a stop. Overall target would probably be back up here, possibly the open. For me, just looking at the broader range. I wanted to see this pivot hold. We got the 15 minute to do exactly what I wanted it to do. We still have 5 minutes left, which is cool. I'm looking at more so the 2 minute structure, and I was looking at the 1 minute as well, which is interesting because I usually don't. But I'm looking for this little break continuation of the upside. If it pulls back lower, it is what it is. For 6 months he's been trading. Has he been using the 5-second chart the entire time? He's trying to coach you and he uses the 5-second. That's crazy. I'm chilling until after his speech. Yeah, I'm not worried about the risk on this, personally. I'm not being like overly aggressive with it. I closed out a little bit because my stop was a little more than I wanted. So I took 3 off. Right around break even. We might reject, push back lower. This is the main area I wanted the long off the beginning of the stream, so I'm cool taking a stab. Market so far is rejecting a decent bit. 15 was getting the close I wanted. Now it's more of a neutral aspect, which we might get the 3-bar play back to the downside. Hourly's not going to get the close I wanted, so I might end up getting out. I'm likely just going to leave it. If it stops me, it should stop me quick, and then we'll call it. He just started trading on the 5-second chart. What you mean peace in the Middle East, comedies? Is that what they're talking about? This 15 is going to close a lot weaker than I wanted it to. So the conviction immediately starts to disappear from this. I wanted to see that 5 and 15 get the stronger close, which we started on the 5, immediately kind of rejected as we were closing it, which led us to pushing back lower. I'm willing to hold this, just leave the stop where it is. But it'll probably be the last trade I take, personally. They signed a cease and desist order. I don't know if I've heard of those in the peace treaties, but is it fully like everything's agreed upon? Because I know they've been signing stuff for a minute, but it's not fully agreed upon, and that's why they have the 60 days to figure out all the terms. Gold's holding well. Oil's kind of stagnant a little bit. He's talking about the oil stocks, getting smoked because they're probably going to. NQ is holding up how I wanted ES to, but ES is not holding up well, which makes me think we're going to get stopped because RTY and YM are getting that broader continuation. So it should hit this stop, I would assume. One tick away. I'd be shocked if it didn't hit this. Because the lower time frames aren't looking wonderful. Was worth a stab for me on that. All right, I got filled there. No dice today. Oh, well. What's the 15 looking like? Weaker now. 30 hourly. Yeah, that hourly closed very weak. We'll see if 52 can hold now. If it does break, if we end up getting the weaker hourly close, see if the what is it? The China Open gives us continuation or not. I'm likely done on the day for now, but we'll see. You saying Trump's making bank with his tweets? I'm pretty sure their family's net worth has gone up like billions of dollars since the start of his presidency, which is crazy. Eldred, Tokyo's 8. Everyone in chat's been saying China's 9. I think it's Hong Kong. Sorry, I'm reading news tweets. If we hold here, brother, we might, is what it is for me. Is there a specific setup that gives you confidence to go risk on every time? Typically when we're not, more so range bound. That's why I'm just taking a little bit higher risk type of entries here. I've been trading more so the aspects of the range. And it looks like I might have just got nuked by actually the exact low. Might have been where that just hit me. That would suck. But normally it's mainly when we're not in wider ranges. I re-entered long. I'm open to it. If I do, I'm going to flip to an eval and do it, personally. Let me change scenes real quick so I can make sure I'm on the right account. Just because when I copy and paste something, sometimes it pops up on the middle of my screen, and I do not want to leak a bunch of passwords. All right, we good. Where do you get your news from? I get it all on Twitter, mainly First Squawk for the most part. It's not really an hourly I want to buy though. Structurally, it makes sense for us to hold this area. It's for me, the conviction's not there on the hourly. If you're looking more so at structure, yeah, it's wholehearted. It can be there. I can see the risk on it. But I don't love it. So I'm likely just going to be cash the rest of the session. I'll probably be on for a couple more minutes just because we have not really left a broader range other than this little leg down. But we'll still run the giveaway today for you guys. Because I know by the end of the giveaway, you guys will get it to 150. And we're close. You guys are 22 likes away. Evening, Marco. How you doing, brother? What up, Jacob? How you doing? Gold's getting love. Retesting the open from below, though. Oil just got slaughtered. So Trump is talking about oil. Oil just got slaughtered. Was that 1% almost? Not far off. Trump's a hoe. He's talking now. He's been talking for a minute, I believe. Trump getting his buddies in a position before pumping oil next month. I would love to get in a position if he's going to pump oil. I mean, at some point, we have to fill our reserves that are at strategic lows from, what, the 80s or something like that? So at some point, we have to buy a mass quantity of oil. Cole, yeah. I mean, if we get back up above 65, I'd be more interested. When I took that trade, it was anticipating us to get that continuation from 59 up to 65 within that last little like 10 minutes that we had for the hourly close, based off of how the 15 and the 5 were reacting, as well as the like 2. With us closing the hourly like that, I'm not overly interested in jumping in longs. GC act like a textbook. What you mean? Like the rejection off the open? The second thing he said was oil's dropped a lot right after he said there's peace in the Middle East. We can say there's peace in the Middle East, but countries are still bombing the absolute shit out of each other every other day. Peter, he did. And also what some people don't realize is the taking over of Venezuela also made a lot of sense with it. Because when it was a self-created war, we really restricted the oil market as we just basically took control of the largest underground oil reserves in the world. And that's kind of where that went. Because then we just started dumping as much oil as humanly possible throughout the Gulf. I dove in such a rabbit hole about oil, which is why I traded it so much for a while. Yeah, Logan, and that's the thing. We could have had peace by now, but that keeps happening. And I don't see, because I know that's part of the agreement, and they just keep saying nah. So I don't think we're just going to be straight up peace deal right away. I think it's going to take a minute, like it has been. Peter, what you mean firms will get robbed in Venezuela? Ollie, the craziest thing to me, but it's what the U.S. has always done. Everyone knows the U.S. goes for black gold, right? Oil. Everywhere we go, we consistently go for oil, no matter what it ends up being. But it's funny because you look at a bunch of stuff, and like it started with the cartel aspect. Then when all of a sudden we controlled their entire oil supply. And what most people didn't notice is during the beginning stages of the war, Trump actually tweeted a few times about how much money we've made off of Venezuelan oil. Oil's getting slaughtered. I still think this long can work. I'm not overly convinced either way for it, though. I don't think I'm willing to take anything else. I think I'm willing to just leave it. You found my IP address. Check the Discord. What am I checking in the Discord? I checked the Discord and someone else tagged me about them getting a payout. So hell yeah. Dude, imagine I checked the Discord and it was like my actual IP address. I'd be so confused. Blink, you never know with people. But like, imagine if I just checked it was like my actual. I would just get rid of this internet. And then you have to do it all over again for the other one. And then by then I would have a third internet. And you wouldn't know what to do. Just throw it out the window. Dude, that's one of the craziest things though, is seeing like bigger streamers. Obviously, they're more, not even like controversial, but they're just bigger names. Where people start doxing them and DDoSing their entire home internet if it gets leaked. Also, the people who like SWAT streamers' houses. That stuff is insane. Posting an external pic in Discord could do that. Peter, what do you mean by an external pic? Yeah, I know just posting photos places, you can actually leak a lot of information depending on the photo. Wendy's about to run like GameStop did. I really hope you're actually talking about the stock. I really hope you're talking about the stock. Imagine Wendy's goes to like $200. Cool, I'll be honest. When I started reading that, I was very skeptical of finishing that entire sentence. Anyways, chat, would you say we run the giveaway? I know we are 10 likes away. It's 10 likes. Y'all like it anyway. But I'm probably wrapping up stream here in a minute anyway. Just because I don't, even though I think this long can work, I don't really feel like taking any more positions on the day. I'm about where I want to be on this account. I'll probably trade a different account later on in the set or the night though. Do not give it away. Don't give it away till we get 150. Fine. Fine. I'll wait till 9 more if you like it. Pay for Wendy's and insurance, and it's ripping off clinical data. You sold a bunch of it to get like Wendy's stock. By the way, Cole, the reason I was skeptical of doing it is because the way you worded it out, even though you put the ticker, I thought you were going for like one of the Wendy's jokes, and yeah, that's why I was like, I might have just got clipped, and I really hope I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. Like it's 3 a.m. in Europe here. To be fair, we're 3 legs away. What up, comedy? Why are you saying holy? You talking about oil? Because I just had that up. Wait, we just made that an official policy? It's fucking nuts. Dude, I swear, one of the things though for me is with Trump, I will die on this hill. I think his second term in office, he's just trying to see what he's allowed to do. Like, I wholeheartedly feel like that man is like, all right, let's push the limits and see what's possible. All right, so since someone did say it's 3 a.m. where they're at, I'll start the giveaway. We are 3 likes away. I'm not going to be a dick and wait for like 3 minutes if y'all trying to go to bed. So with that, though, we're going to run it. Because by the end of it, we'll get 150. I'm cool with it. So, chat, all you have to do is type exclamation mark and then the word enter in chat and send it. You have 5 minutes to enter the giveaway. I will let it go till 5 minutes because obviously if I say it's 5 minutes and I get out early, I'm tired too. Well, great. It's why we're doing it. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and be it's basically Jake's rule, like a dick for a tick, you know? I'm not going to be a dick for 3 likes. We're running it. I probably should have lowered the time a little bit, but since I did 5 minutes, I have to be a man of my word and leave it 5 minutes. Because if I say 5 minutes and someone tries to get in at like 4:20, then I just look like a dick. Look at that, 151. See, I told you, the second I start it, people like it. They wait for the giveaway in my chat to like the stream, which I'm cool with. It's either that or it's because they're all jumping on their alts entering the giveaways. Ollie, there's a lot of lurkers. There's also a lot of people that enter on their, or they watch on their TVs. So that's why I put it at like 5 minutes. Chat, I'm going to put a new poll up, by the way. I want to see where you guys watch from at this point in time. Did I end the last poll? No, it's right there. No, I don't want to emote. The toilet? Hell yeah, brother. I'm in your basement on 4 different Wi-Fis. Blink, tell our ghost buddy down there that, tell him what's up. Chad, I threw a new poll up. Just trying to see where you guys kind of watch from. Obviously, if it's like iPad, just put phone. You know, it's just mobile device. I don't know if there's anywhere else people can watch from besides like a mobile device, a PC, or a TV. So those are the 3 options. It's not you. Blink. No, at 3:15 a.m. That's probably just me getting ready for bed. But no, not even joking, Ollie. Yeah, we do have a friend here. Wholeheartedly. I guess laptop is PC. Yes. That's in the category. I would assume majority are on PCs, just because we're all degenerate traders. Legit, why do you think I'm leaving tonight? Tesla? Pete, just because you said it, I'll look at it. Looks terrible. Chad, do I just rip the eval a little bit? Maybe. I don't know if I like it. We're just, now we're consolidating. Fuck it. Oh, wait. I'll rip an eval another time. Fullport immediately says it. If I'm at work watching from my phone, but I dip early to trade with you. Hell yeah, appreciate it. I had a game laptop. It's my work's Alienware. Hell yeah. P5 equals TV. Are you watching on a PS5? If so, hell yeah. I didn't even think of that, but you're probably on the YouTube app. You're long at 56. I'm not opposed to it. I do think we can hold this, but I don't like this consolidation because we're struggling. We're struggling hard. I think it could definitely be worth the risk. But at this point, any trades would just be on this eval. All right, chat. Looks like the giveaway is up. That was a quick 5 minutes. How many got in? All right, chat. How many of you guys didn't get in? I need a quick response if so. Because y'all got some good odds today so far. Everyone got in. I was like, fuck it. Nope. I don't see anyone typing it, so it means we're good. Skipper 95. Are you here? I am. Have you won before, Skipper? I am Skipper. Run it back. Where's Gilligan? Who the hell's Gilligan? Have you won before, brother? Hold on, let me change my username before he wins it. Dude, imagine if someone did that. Do over. Dude, I swear my chat is like immediately, and it bleeds into Jake's chat. I've seen it. Where someone wins this, if they don't reply in 3 seconds, the chat's like, run it again. He's not here. Do it. I don't care. Run it. He didn't win it. Hey, Skipper, shoot me a DM on Instagram. Since we're on stream, if you can do that sooner than later, so I can confirm it's you. Because we still have people that DM when they get a ticket saying they won. So we just like to make sure that it's you. Two years watching, have never won. I mean, AJ, you got to get those numbers up, you know? It's just not your luck right now. We've had people that were in the Discord for like 4.5 years that hadn't won before. Finally win when we started stream. So, you know, it's a dedication thing. It's like trading. Some people get lucky on their first day, and some people get lucky after 5 years. That's got to be the most annoying thing for some of y'all. When someone gets in there, because I think I've had 2 of those on my stream, where and then Jake had one the next day, where it's their first stream ever. Their first comment is entering the giveaway, and they win. Yeah, comedy. If I was going to get in the eval, I was just going to probably send like 2 minis on a long, to be honest. I'm being a little patient with it. I'm not opposed to it. Ideally, probably going to wait for this 30-minute to close, the 30 and the 15. If we get a stronger close on those, I might take something. But I'll probably be off stream around then if I do anything. Ollie, I'll work on figuring that out. Marks, did you win on your first stream? I know you've won. First time I won, because I know you've been here for like a month. Now I'm hooked. See, that's actually what the bot's coded to do. It gives it to all the new people so they stay on stream. That's not true. No one start tweaking out because I said it. It's a joke. We don't do that. Dad, you're committing to it? I won on my first stream. Hell yeah, Balaji. Marbles, when I figure out how to get your guys' comments off of YouTube onto something, then I can do both of those. And I'm open to doing both of those without any problem at all. If possible, update in Discord, Ron GG. Why would I make it Ron GG? That just sounds terrible. I don't want it to be GG. Appreciate you, Andrew. Yeah, I mean, my execution wasn't great today. I mean, the chart overall thesis worked well. Execution was just lacking. And it is what it is. I see trends. I'm basically break even. I'm up on this account. I'm down on this account. So I'm basically break even on the day. But no, I took a trade. I took an earlier short stab here. Got a little bit of continuation. Stopped. I took an early short and then another one on stream here. Got stopped after a little bit. Then I took one here. I didn't overly love it when I should have. Focused too much on the chart. On like smaller time frames. Talked myself out of it. Then it moved, which that kind of sucked a little bit. And then I took one small stab off the hold of the support on this account. This account was pre-stream that I made the P&L on. Trade Wop, you're fine, brother. Yeah, no, that one sucked because this first trade was looking for that move, and then I caught the entry, and then I psyched myself out of it for the most part, and just didn't let my stop. I didn't use my stop. I just got out before, and then it made the move. So like that, just ass, you know. But like I said before, I ain't perfect. I make mistakes. Y'all see it live on stream. Now we're stuck. We are stuck. Now I'm not here to win anymore. I like entering though just for fun. I genuinely enjoy watching all the streams when I can. You guys are pretty good at trading overall. Appreciate you, Marks. Appreciate you a lot, brother. I mean, last 2 days I've been but you know, just one of those weeks. Rest of the stream's been absolutely crushing it though. So I love to see that. Marks, the funny thing is though, if you win again, because I know some, like Alan tells people if they've won before, don't enter. I usually don't care because I just make you give it away anyway. So it like you enter, it just makes you look good because you win it. You're like, nah, give it away. Yeah, you got to give it away if you win a second time. Until Jake says so, you can only win once. Yep. The second he says it resets, it's free game for everybody. With that though, chat, I really don't love the broader range. Also, there's a lot of people waiting on that giveaway. Give it away now. No. By the way, Skipper, did you shoot me a DM? You did. Okay. You sent your DM? Perfect. I'm going to assume you're the one. Yeah, you're the only person, so we're good. We're chilling. Perfect. Just making sure I got that. Now, though, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night because we are just kind of stuck at the moment. These are the main levels I'm going to be watching. 55, like 52 to 55, y'all know is a huge support. Same thing with 930s on NQ. If we hold those, we can go back up towards 65. Above 65, you're looking towards the session highs in the open, around 75. Anything below 55, I get a little skeptical on longs. I think we can see 40, like 430s if we get conviction below 55s and like 52s. But we'll see. For now, we're kind of stagnant, kind of sideways. And it's just, are we going to get the conviction? All we're doing is just retesting on the higher time frames, retesting this broader breakout here. We have a high, a low, and a mid of the range. We are sitting right in the middle of this broader range, which isn't the greatest place to be, right? Market's trying to find somewhere to trend. A lot of people are probably hoping the big move from the end of day was going to be it. So far, it's kind of not, but we'll see. A lot can change before New York. At this point, though, I think the London session should at least get some decent momentum. Do you think it'll be London or we're gonna get New York tomorrow? One or the other. But with that, though, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alan is live, 1 a.m. Eastern, like always. I'll be back on 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So, y'all have a great rest of your night.